God, enough. I've been listening to the two of you argue for the last 15 minutes. I don't care what personal issues you have. What I care about is what you know. Start talking.
Oh, sure, because you're obviously the only one in the room who needs answers.
You wouldn't be here if you had all the answers, would you?
Carter, Lane, I suggest you use this time wisely. Every minute wasted is another minute that thing has to slip further through our fingers.
You want to know what we know?
Fine. That thing, Samuel Carter, was a corpse when we found him. He was dead, Adelia, and then he wasn't. He knew we were there. He spoke to us, like he had been waiting.
And he didn't kill us. He said we freed him. Called himself merciful.
Merciful? He killed someone. I saw the body. That poor guy. He didn't even have a chance.
And what about his empire? What else did he say?
Something about non-believers. How they wouldn't have a place in whatever the hell he's planning. That was right before you and your goons stormed in. Who exactly do you work for, Athelia? What gives you the right to come in here? Act like we're under your jurisdiction.
Lane Everett, 32 years old. Born April 17th. Lives in an apartment on Holloway Street. Your parents still live in that old house upstate. The one with the blue shutters and the dying oak tree out in the front yard.
How...
Don't question my position. And don't make the mistake of thinking I need your cooperation. Now, are you going to keep testing me, or are you going to help me stop what's coming? Good. Now that we understand each other, it's time you meet the rest of the team. This is Evan, my right hand. If you need something handled, he's the one who makes it happen.
How you doing?
And this is Sally, our lead researcher. If it exists in a record, file, or database, she'll find it.
And I will find it, so you don't waste my time with anything you can figure out yourself.
Charming bunch you've got here.
Come on. There's something I want you to see.
Is that Samuel?
We're moving him to a secure facility for observation. Every single case like this, every unexplained murder, every distortion of logic, it all connects back to him.
What the hell is he?
That's what you two are going to find out. Your job is to dig, to find the connection and the origin of this being. If we can't understand where he came from, we have no hope of stopping whatever he's planning. Sally will stay with you, assist in your research. The rest of us will handle the field work.
And just so we're clear, I don't take orders from either of you. I work with you, not for you. Don't slow me down. We don't have a problem.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
You start immediately. I suggest you get to work.
So, how exactly did you decide which tape to listen to first? You got hundreds of them.
Alright, fair way to do this. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Haha, figures. That's how we choose.
I don't sleep anymore. Haven't in weeks. Can't. Every time I do, I wake up covered in my own blood. It started with the grave. We were clearing land for a new housing development. Just another day on the job. Another foundation to dig. The dirt was packed tight, dry as hell. But then my shovel hit something hollow. Thought it was a pipe at first. But when we cleared more of the soil away, we found it. It wasn't marked. No stone, no coffin. Just bones in the dirt, tangled in roots. No one knew it was there. No records, no cemetery. But we had a job to do. We kept working. That night, the dreams started. They weren't just dreams. They were scenes. Murder, rot, blood thick as tar soaking through my hands. And the worst part, I wasn't watching. I was doing it. I felt the knife, felt the skin split, heard the wet sound of... It doesn't matter. I'd wake up gasping, sweat pouring off me. But it wasn't just sweat. It was blood. My arms, my legs, new cuts, deep ones, scars opening like mouths, like something wanted me to remember. Then the paralysis started. I'd wake up, trapped, staring at the ceiling, while it crouched beside me. An all-black figure, featureless except for its eyes, white, glowing, fixed on me like it was waiting. Its nails were long, curved. It would press them into my skin, slow, deliberate, dragging them down my arms, opening me up, making me bleed. I'd scream, but nothing came out. I'd fight, but I couldn't move. And when I finally broke free, when my body let me move, it was always the same. Blood on the sheets, scars deeper than before. I haven't slept in days. I can't sleep. I don't know what happens when I do, but I know it's waiting, and one day I won't wake up. Please help me.
Well, that was fun. Okay, Lars Fredrickson, construction worker, worked the site of Sable Ridge development 3 months ago. There was an unmarked grave found, but local authorities ruled it as an old burial. Nothing suspicious.
And what about him?
History of delusion, diagnosed schizophrenic, multiple hospitalizations for self-inflicted injuries, no record of supernatural activities, just a man with a very fragile grasp on reality.
I picked a bad tape.